Hey people. I I have a little girl napping. We'll see. Maybe she'll go back down. Um I just posted my first, well, not my first post about my piano course, but I just posted what feels like my first uh kind of sales pitch. Like it's basically like it's a post that describes the course that I'm doing, which there've already been several people who've purchased it, and I'm sort of amazed at how quickly it's selling. I'm sort of in this place where I'm like noticing noticing what happens, what comes up in me when I start to sell something. This is something that what I've noticed is like getting on the phone with people and talking them through what this course is about, being really, really just opening up to what I'm offering and articulating that to people is incredibly exciting. And I notice that as I get on the calls with people, it's like everybody that I talk to, so far anyway, everybody that I've talked to has felt like they would be right for this. I'm not trying to sell them something they don't need, and I'm not trying to, and I suspect, just from what I'm getting in these 20, 30-minute conversations, that everybody would really thrive in the course that I've kind of created and that I'm pitching them. And it's just interesting, like when I click post on a post like I just did, it's basically like a story about a student that I have currently. She's not actually part of the course that I'm launching, but she's somebody that I've worked with in this way very intensely. She's somebody who takes a lesson basically every day and has made massive strides. So it's a story about that, and then basically like a kind of like a call to get in touch with me if you're interested. And it's just really interesting how I still have a little bit of like, ooh, now I'm selling something. Now I'm like, there's a feeling of like, ooh, am I being salesy? And I guess it's just something that I'm clocking for myself, because the truth is I have 100% conviction in what I'm selling and what I'm doing. And like, I'm about to be creating a beta version of this course, and it's going to be like 6 weeks of intense work. It's going to be way more than just like showing up to a piano lesson and teaching somebody. Because it's going to be that plus really giving people a framework for daily progress, and kind of like having them have a way of checking in with me and staying sort of in the mindset that I'm promoting, and that I'm hoping that people can cultivate through this approach, and kind of get inside their own practice in a way. So I know what I'm offering is huge value. It's just really interesting to feel as I'm pulling the trigger on it, as I'm sort of going out there and trying to find people who resonate with it. There's a weirdness about being salesy that I'm finding. I guess it's just kind of hitting me, and I'm having to be like, oh, that's there, you know. Now she's talking to herself, or she's talking to her stuffed animals. Seems like it's going well. Anyway, that's where I am today. It's like this is kind of like the next step that I've known I'm taking, and it's not a surprise. It's not new, but it is it's just a step. It's a step into, okay, now I'm selling this thing. Now I'm not just envisioning it and describing it to people. Now I'm selling it, and that means I need people for whom it is the right thing. I need to find them. ideally filter out people for whom it's not the right thing, because that's not, you want it to be a win-win. You want everybody, I want the people who are there to really be getting what they want, and I want them to be people that I can genuinely serve. I need them to be people that need and want what I have to give. And just that's new for me. It's new for me to be selling something as a package, and to be really kind of like laying out the next several weeks. And I guess, this is kind of like what starting a business is all about. It goes from just being a freelancer to being a business pretty quickly. So yeah, that's where I am today, just reflecting on what's happening. Obviously, if anybody's watching this and you're interested in studying piano, please check out the other posts. Please come, send me a message or whatever. But I think that, these videos have been and are going to remain my own reflection on this process. And they're going to be on my Facebook page now. They're just going to be interwoven with these other posts that are much more about my work and the business and what I'm selling and what I'm doing and the teaching. But I want to keep these video posts as essentially a way for me to continue reflecting to myself, but also to you, also to other people, where I'm at in this process. And hopefully that'll also, if students watch these or whatever, hopefully that'll also give people just a sense of like the whole picture, like where I'm at in terms of the creation process. I always feel like in this type of situation, the more transparency, the better. The more we can all just have all our cards on the table and be really clear about where we're coming from, the better results we're going to be able to give each other, and the better karma we're creating all around, So that's my spiel today, people. It's a whole new world, launching a business. Who knew? Probably a lot of you knew. Okay, I think I'm gonna go get this girl out of her crib. Love you all. So grateful for you. Much love. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.